just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Aiden Hutchinson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 14 yards that time for number 14. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them. They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 2nd down. Herron. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Herron. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Herron. He'll buy some time right. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Prescott on 1st down. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Throwing, Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to
a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Dallas offense set for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. That's Gallup on the slant. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And Cooks has it over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Herron. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Herron sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Herron. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herron buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Prescott off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the red zone now, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Patrick Queen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott steps away to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Running with Elliott. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. On 1st down, Herron. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herron. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw again. He's got it to Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Rolling to his left.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On second down, Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offense.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. So Mike McCarthy correct in his assessment there to challenge that ruling. On second down, it's Taylor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Herron.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Herron dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Again, it's Taylor.
They find some open field here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 10. A little over 50 seconds remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10.
Prescott.
Eluding the pressure right.
He's got Elliott.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's Dak.
Being chased out left.
Into the hands of Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Now Dak.
There again is Cooks, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Detroit,